Hello everyone, my name is McQueeb. Welcome to a very special video this week. We're going to be taking an early look at Cellar Door Games' Rogue Legacy 2. Brian Lee at Cellar Door was gracious enough to grant us an early access key. The game officially launches August 18 in the early access state. We have a preview beta build on hand, and I figured what better way than to give you a quick glimpse into the game. We'll be looking at roughly 20 to 30 minutes of gameplay. I don't want to give too much of the game away, but just to give you sort of an insight into how the game plays. I think fans of the series are going to be very, very impressed with how they've progressed here with this latest incantation. Let's jump into it, shall we? Welcome to the character select screen. Here you get to choose an heir or a descendant of the previous player, aka you that just died. And you get to continue off into the world as a different character. Now, there are inherited traits, so to speak. Some of these I have not yet identified because I haven't found them out by using that character in-game. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. Some of them are pretty fun, and some of them sort of change the way the game plays in a little bit. There's a couple of different characters to choose from. You've got the knight, we have a mage, and a ranger currently unlocked. I also have a barbarian as well. Barbarian tends to be more combat focused, a lot of health, usually a bigger character model as well. That's one of the great things about Rogue Legacy 2 is that it's actually been designed in 3D on a 2D plane. So each of these were hand created in 3 dimensions, and we're looking at essentially the profile of that. It's really impressive, graphically speaking. I'm going to jump straight in. Let's choose the knight. He's pretty much just the basic character. He's the starting class that you have. And as we load in here, you'll start to see sort of, this is the castle. It works a little bit differently than other roguelites in that the money that you collect isn't immediately lost, and there's no different currency. It's all the same thing. This one has a little bit of a twist. Before you start each adventure, the boatman Charon, his fee to take you across into the castle is all of the money you currently have on hand. So it's really kind of necessary that you spend it all before you go in. As you can see, my castle is starting to take shape a little bit now. I've been playing for about an hour so far, and there's a lot to go. As you can see, a lot of these are still locked. If you look over to the right, it says this skill will become available in a later patch. So it's obvious that they're looking at room for expansion. Maybe when the game officially launches, we'll see some of those come out. Maybe this is just for the early access crew. But I've unlocked a few things. So for example, unlock offshore investments. 10% of your funds get sort of taken away, siphoned off the top before given to Charon, so you don't lose all of your money. It's a pretty clever idea, and again, anyone familiar with Rogue Legacy 1 will already know exactly what I'm talking about here. If we exit this, we'll sort of head down to the river. All right, so I don't know if you saw that, but real quick, we go over to profile. You'll see that my traits are hypergonadism, 100% natural juiced. Enemies are knocked far away, so it's a much increased knockback. And then we've got, can't even say the word, synesthesia, the color of movement. Everything leaves behind color. So this is the blacksmith, one of the castle upgrades that you can unlock. Again, we don't have any, we're not able to afford much here, but you do find items and blueprints along the way on your adventures. Here's where you sort of drop them off. Oh, okay, we are leaving a trail of color behind us. That's very pretty. Very nice. All right, let's make a run for it. We'll go straight into the castle. Being an early preview of the game, a few things will definitely maybe not look exactly right. It's not feature complete yet. There may be some audio glitches and stuff like that. Speaking of audio, the music is fantastic. I'm already enjoying some of the tracks there. Somewhat reminiscent of the first game, but wholly original again, I think. So it's a room-based combat situation. If you've seen me play Neon Abyss on Twitch, you'll be kind of familiar with that. Do I have the ability to... There we go. Oh yes, that knockback is definitely doing work. Got to be careful of these spikes here. And kill off a few more. I mean, it's definitely worth it. We're earning a ton of cash. Now, you notice I'm picking up 11 coins per kill here. And then there's even a plus 10% next to the money collected on the left-hand side. That's referring to the increase in currency pickup due to the traits that I have. Because, you know, maybe they're a negative trait or maybe not the best trait to have. They're going to give us a little bit of a bonus when it comes to collecting cash, which is actually quite nice. I don't believe that feature was in the first game. I could be wrong. It's been so long since I've played the first one. Now, you don't have to kill everyone in these rooms either. Just going along with the map here. I want to see what's there. No doors, no exits. So we're going to continue on. So the knight is kind of like a medium melee class. He also has a very small amount of magic. That, I believe, is a new feature. Oh, to this. I'm loving the colors I'm leaving behind. It's very reminiscent of my channel colors, actually. Okay, so this is a fairy chest room, kind of like a challenge room where you have to complete certain tasks in order to get the fairy chests. Some of them won't be accessible straight away. A lot of them require certain upgrades to advance through them. You'll notice this little pipe here, this sort of thing hanging from the ceiling. That is actually a way to get out. So obviously it's fraught with danger. Not getting hit is the requirement there. Usually those rooms are pretty tough. All right, let's try that again. Uh-oh. All right, great. And you'll find a few basic chests. This one had cash in it. Some of them do have blueprints, but it's pretty rare. So the way the knight controls, again, very, very similar to the way the original game controlled. The body tends to remain upright. The sword is slashed sort of downwards. The one difference in this, previously you kind of used your sword as a pogo, pointing it straight down in the previous game. This one has a downward slash instead. It operates very much the same way, and you hear 1,000 whispers, but can't make out a voice. So we're going to collect what's in the chests here. This is a door through to a boss. I don't want to go straight in there just yet. I would rather explore more. I haven't fought any of the bosses yet. If we do end up looking at least one boss, I don't want to go too much further than that, out of respect for Ryan and the crew over at Cellar Door. They would rather a lot of this be a surprise for the player. But we can now teleport back to the beginning of the world. A lot of the visual effects and sort of things going on in the background look very pretty. They've done a great job graphically. Let's have a look at that map if we can. So there's only one direction to go, and that's to the right of that challenge room we were unable to do. Yeah, this one, still not sure. Sometimes the downward slash will let you jump on things and get a little bit further. In fact, I won't say what it is, but there's a... Oops, didn't even see you there. There's a special room where that's kind of a requirement. All right, let's go down here. My bad. Didn't realize we were going down onto that. So the great thing about knockback is a lot of these enemies tend to be quite relentless. If we're cautious, we should be able to progress. This is actually much further than most of my previous runs had gone. And I get to show you that little teleport back now. Kind of like a Sonic. Oh, great. That was just unfortunate, straight up. It shows you what you've killed. Again, that's very similar to the previous game. And it sort of tracks your movement throughout the castle. It's really clever. So we have 418 bucks. But before we even get to spending, we need to choose the next heir to the throne. So let's go with a different class this time. Let's go with the Barbarian. We've got Super IBS. Every day's Taco Blast Tuesday. Your class talent is replaced with Super Fart. So this is one thing I hadn't mentioned. There's sort of like special moves that each character has, and it uses some mana. This one would have been, by the looks of it, I think it's Winter Shout. Unfortunately, it's been replaced. So we'll use that. That should be a bit of fun. Now you can see. So it says affordable items by the docks, right? That tells us there's something down by the docks to purchase. It's probably a weapon upgrade. Let's spend what we can here. So we can increase max weight capacity. That's how you equip items. What else we got? Increase max rune capacity. I don't even know what runes are. That's new to me. Vitality, raising max HP, certainly probably a good one. And an armor bonus. Passive armor bonus wouldn't be bad either. Yeah, why not? We'll go with health. Health is always super good. Some of the character classes have very, very low health. With 33 bucks, we're not going to be able to spend much at all. Totally fine. You'll notice when I give money to Charon, he doesn't take it all, or at least he doesn't get it all. Some of it gets siphoned off into this little safe here on the ground. So there's an extra 3 bucks added to our total. Previous game, that itself was upgradable as well. There wasn't only one rank to it, so I would say that that would be something that would be coming soon. Now, the fun thing about the Barbarian is that he doesn't have the same attack. Previously with the Knight, you could sort of jump around, maintain pretty good stability, and always be attacking in the direction that you're going, the same damage as you would if you were standing on the ground. Barbarian's a little bit different. So he does have a very high damage slashing attack, but when he jumps and attacks, he does this spinning attack, which is, it's really cool for getting enemies away from you. It's not so cool because it doesn't do anywhere near as much damage. Totally fine. It's doable. We can use it to our advantage. The super fart, in case you were wondering, lets us jump. You can see it uses mana on the left there, 50 per use. So we've used 150 just by jumping 3 times there. But with that, we might be able to get access to certain places that we wouldn't have otherwise been able to get access to. All right. So I want to try to, if possible, get a general hit on them before I start using the spinning attack. So some of these you do have to take... Okay, hang on one sec. Some of these you have to take pretty slow and be very careful. So it does 10, then 20, and as you can see, my main attack, it's significantly more powerful. Contact damage is a thing, unfortunately, so that's... You have to be very careful where you're standing. You have to be aware of your surroundings. Like, there's so much that can kill you. Don't expect some of your early runs to last more than a couple of minutes. Oh, look at that. We found a teleport room straight away. That's actually quite nice. We don't need to use it yet. We're still exploring. There's so much to explore in this game. And that's one of the reasons why I love the first one. I'm a huge fan of unlocks in this style of game. The more the merrier, in my opinion. Playing so much Neon Abyss over on Twitch channel. And it's one of those games where, you know, like, as soon as I heard mention of this, I knew I had to get in touch with PR at Cellar Door in hopes that we could get an early peek, and thankfully they said yes. All right. So these eyeballs target you. Ooh. That's a new type of enemy I have not seen. Okay, he's got a couple of different attacks. He's a nasty one. Okay, got lucky there. We get the chest. Wonderful. Let's move on. You'll notice that we're nowhere near the income of the previous room. Or the previous run, rather. And we got done. That's how most of my runs end. It's usually like not paying attention to the environment. The enemies do hit really hard. I remember the first game being so addicted to it and playing it and playing it and playing it over and over again. it was an amazing feeling eventually being able to conquer the game after you've unlocked so much of the castle and you become super strong. All right, so we have a ranger here. He's a pacifist, so he can't attack at all. On a character with low health, that's not probably the best thing to do. He gets an increase of gold of 75%, so pretty nice. We've got a histrionic character here. Again, don't know what that means. I might go with that one. I'm interested in this one. There's 150% gold increase. I don't know if you can see that down the bottom. It's Osteogenesis Imperfecta. We die in one hit. We're extremely weak. Obviously, if you've seen my Noita hitless runs, you know I'm no stranger to this kind of thing. I need to sit up in my chair for this. Now, as a mage, we have a couple of different attacks, which is pretty cool. We still need mana to cast magic, right? So our special and our magic attack both require mana to use. And we'll probably be doing that. We want to stay as far away as possible from some of these enemies. But I also have a general attack as well. He has a melee attack, so anyone in range of melee will get hit by that. But he's also casting like a mini fireball. That doesn't cost mana. That's your standard attack. I guess you could say that's a wand attack. Okay, there was a mana potion right there. Now, obviously, I can't take any damage at all, so I'm just going to be taking my time here. The great news is that the fireball we can throw actually ignites enemies. There we go. All right, that will be enough to take out the flaming trap there. And we'll just wait for this spike ball to come back out again. Again, any hit at all, we die. Run over. But we're earning... Oh, gosh. Oh, I hate it. I hate it a lot. That's... I don't even know. So those daggers come straight for you. I don't know if that's even possible with this character. No. No. Don't know what I was thinking. Again, early on, your runs are only going to last minutes. But that's half the fun, isn't it? Right, so it seems that enemies and us are silhouetted. That's kind of terrifying. Oh, that looks great with him standing in front of the fire. I love it. I'm going to have to research some of these traits. They're very interesting. What do we have here? So some platforms disappear. Okay, I still took damage there, unfortunately. Twice. Oh, wow, I get it. Okay. Hope it's worth it. Not really. We've lost, wow. We've lost a third of our health already. So I do like the knight a lot. And I just know there's going to be way more character classes. Like, in the first game, there was a bunch. Most of them were like warrior type classes, like just different variants of that. Oh, cool. Okay. So fairy chest, don't get hit, and we've got a bunch of traps in here. Okay, this doesn't seem too bad so far. Oh, that's a tough one. All right. Wait. Wow. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're probably going to take a hit if we stand in that doorway. Yeah, okay. So the fairy chest is actually locked at that point. You can see it just above us there. It's squished. It is done. It is locked for the rest of this run. We cannot get it. So that's okay. That'll happen a lot until you get used to each of the puzzle type rooms. This one's interesting. It's kind of cool. Very easy to do. Not much of a puzzle, but you can also destroy these as well. Bit of a pro tip. And some of these drop coins. Some of them drop bags of cash. Or food in that case. That was nice. We definitely need that. We're essentially one hit away from death. And yeah. So, it's not bad. 32 health. I'll take it. Look, we need all the help we can get, right? This trait doesn't necessarily make it more difficult. Like, it's pretty easy to tell what's going on. Yeah, I won't be chasing coins down onto the spikes. I think that's probably a bad idea. These guys are little spear dudes. They dash at you. Oh, great. Soul axe. They can be quite bothersome, especially when there's more than one coming at you at a time. Oh, he changed direction real quick. I don't know if you noticed that, but they've introduced like a mid-air recovery. And that's included automatically when you start the game. Everybody gets that. Pretty cool. We don't need mana. You can hit through walls. Definitely take advantage of that when you can. He should attack again, and we'll just finish him off. Piece of cake. Yeah, the platforms come back after a short time. It's no joke, though. Wow. Okay. My goodness. All right, let's try again. I like to spend as much as I can on the castle. Things like passive upgrades, super helpful. You definitely want to take advantage of that early on. Help your survivability a lot. And then the different character classes are really fun as well. So with this one, you can sort of charge up a shot and then aim it. It's not bad, but you have to think differently when doing this. If you shoot just regularly, it kind of dips down directly in front. And if you shoot whilst in the air, you get knocked back a little bit as well. Not the worst thing in the world. Pretty good damage, actually. Oh. Oh. So yeah, you do have to be really careful of, like, after he shoots, there's a bit of a delay in terms of, like, getting back on your feet and getting ready for the next combat and moving out of the way. Okay, we're doing all right, money-wise. It does say that there is a chest or something in the lower right corner of this room. Doesn't seem to be. However, it could be a secret one. Ah. Oh, wow. There it is there. I can see the broken wall. There we go. Nice. That's the first one I've actually found in-game outside of the tutorial. Pretty cool. Yeah, lot to learn. Absolute lot to learn. It's like starting fresh, and I just adore these sorts of games. I put hundreds of hours into the first one. No doubt this is gonna hook me just the same. Really, really excited for the full release, or at least the one with more stuff included. This is kind of a fun little puzzle. You have to sort of jump here and then gotta time this one just right. Okay. I think I have to use my bumper for this one. Oops. So you can access that downward slash by holding down and jump at the same time, but the easiest thing to do is if you need it to be active very quickly and precisely, use the shoulder button on the controller. By the way, I didn't even mention that we are using controller for this one, and do you know what? Let's skip this. I'm gonna skip this because I don't want to show this off yet. That's something else. That's we'll save that for another time. Yeah, I don't want to give too much away. I want you guys to enjoy this as much as possible as well. Just wanted to sort of let you see the game and see what the progress has been like since playing the original. I know there's a lot of fans out there, and I think it'll probably be better for you guys if I don't show everything off. I take it back when I say medium damage. This is fantastic damage. Like, we're hitting hard. Harder than the knight, for sure. Single hits are taking these dudes out. There's a bag of coins. That's great. We got 530 bucks right now. That's awesome. Oh, scary room. All right. I do have trouble with the aiming with this guy. I wonder if keyboard and mouse would be viable for this character. I think if you had an auto aim with this character, it might be too much. So let's see what I can make platforms. It's the perfect character for this. Love it. Yeah, next time I play this, I might switch this one up. Go with mouse and keyboard and see if the aiming is a little bit more accurate. What I was about to say was that auto aiming might be a little bit too much, I think. Ah. Those guys have been troublesome. They throw 3 shots that are kind of like tightly packed, but not exactly. Get out of the way of this. Shoot a go. Oh. It's all kicking off here. I'm going to try to... This room is loaded with bad guys and traps. Damn. Okay. I'm trying real hard here, Mom. 9 health. So we are... Yep, we are a hit away from death here. I'll try to get up here. Okay. Okay, cool. We have a place to stand. I don't think the bramble grows back. It might. Let's just in case stand up here. It does grow back once you leave the room. I know that much, but I'm not sure whilst you're still in the room. Oh, the jumping is actually really good. That's effective. No wonder they added a pushback to that. This is great. All right, we're making a little bit of progress here. I need some food quite badly. There is vegetarianism or veganism as one of the traits, and I think eating food literally hurts you. This is a silver chest. It's probably got leather trinket. Beautiful piece of weathered leather. And we'll do the same thing here. We'll shoot some of these. A little bit of extra coin. Might not be able to get all of them. I don't know if you saw that, but it shows you the trajectory of some shots. Ooh. I don't like this very much. Fortunately, we can open that remotely. One missed jump here, and we're done. Yeah. That's what happens. It's really fun once you do complete like a really long run, and you see all of the little characters you've killed along the way and the little X's on the map. They've done a really great job with that. I really like that. It's an excellent addition. So that's it. That's where I'm going to leave you, folks. That is a quick look at Rogue Legacy 2. Again, thank you so much to Ryan Lee at Cellar Door Games. You rock, my friend. I really appreciate the early look at this. Don't forget, August 17th, twitch.tv/McQueeb. We'll be playing that. If you want to catch other like highlights from that, check out more videos on this channel. My hitless run of Noita is on here as well. It's been an absolute pleasure, folks. Thank you so much for sticking around today. I've had a great time. Ryan, my man, thank you again. Peace out. Have a good one, folks. I'll catch you later.